Yeah, but it speaks to the kind of relationships you've had too. Because men that cared for me, and I'm not talking about just men I've dated, I'm talking about my brother, my dad, my uncles, they always made sure I was felt safe with them. And so
Absolutely.
they did things, even if we walk on side the road, you're not gonna find me walking down the road with my brother and I'm near traffic. Those
I do
there's
the
certain
same thing. I do the
so
same
there's
thing.
levels of protection that men do offer, right? And that's understanding the pairing of you protect what you value. And what TNT was saying kind of speaks to how a lot of men have lost the footing. And I'm talking to our community of what they're supposed to do. I said this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't think black men know their role anymore, because I find that I will treat a person, you, especially if you're someone I'm dating, you will get treats from me. You will get surprises from me. Shit, you might go to work and it's something there waiting on you that I've sent, because that's my love language. That's not everybody else's love language. You get me? But it
Yeah.
also speaks to that's how I show a person that I value them. Now, in society, when we look at how men look at relationships and look at women, you're seeing far more men that will tell you how they will sleep with you, but they do not value or protect you in any way. So in our community, I think men have lost their place. Not to tell anybody what their place or role is, but it is weird that you want to be the head of something, but you don't know the role you need to play to be in that position.
I agree. I think for me, I just don't really like. I don't really subscribe to like any of that. But I mean, like even like I don't know. Like for me, with the girl that I'm seeing, like or the woman that I'm seeing, it's more of we like the way that the other person kind of shows that they care, right? Or like the way that they love people. So yes, like I do open doors. I am typically chivalrous, and she does like that. But at the same time, to me, I also think if like you don't really care about that, it also doesn't really matter because it's also just made up.
Course, it's individually, but what
A lot of
what I
things
despise
socially and
that y'all start
culturally are
doing.
made up,
Excuse me,
but
what I despise that y'all start doing is we talking about community, and then here you go, kind of jumping back to like personal, individual. No, we're talking about
I'm
what's
not talking
best
about
for the
personal, really. I'm just
community.
saying I don't think
What's
it really
best for
matters
the
that
I
much.
mean, but
community
it's not
is
though,
for
because when you
men.
do it, you
What's
do it for
best for the
women in
community
general. You
is
teach
Well,
for
the
your
thing is like if
gentlemen
we're talking
and
about a
men to
community,
assume their role of
well, right. But
provider and
if any of that was
protector
true,
of
if
the
any of that,
So are you
community.
if
going to
any of that
teach your,
was
if you
true,
have a son, let's say you happen to have a son. If you had a son, are you not going to teach your son to open the door for his
I got
mom?
to do it because I feel like I said, I would see my grandma and my mom looking at me if I didn't do it. But I also just think that like it doesn't really like I don't know. Like we're saying that like I think there are plenty of black men who open doors for women currently and pay for things for them, and I don't think that it has solved anything in terms of like our community because we would if all that were true we wouldn't really be having a problem like
Well, that's not
most
true
black men
because
open the
again,
door for
nobody
women.
said that
Obviously,
was.
they're
Hold
not
on,
doing it.
no one said that was the answer to the fixing the things in the community.
Well,
But
she
having
was talking
certain
about the
morals,
community.
having certain morals, values, and principles, that's just off the rip. So I'm not sure why y'all acting like seeing an old lady or somebody walking in the door and you coming out and you holding the door open for them is such. Oh, that's just because society says so.
Well, I
No,
mean,
that's
I
because
open
that's
doors for
morally. That's because
I
it's
open for
morally the
doors for
correct thing to
anyone.
do.
I
It's
mean, I
not
open doors
morally
for
correct to
anyone
let a
regardless of
door
gender.
slam in somebody's face. That's just diabolical.
Well,
It is
I
like
open the
I
door
don't
for
get this.
anybody.
And
I
then
didn't
you
say
talk
that at
y'all
all.
like
Hold on, wait, dude. Hold on, dude.
I
Hold
didn't
on.
say that though.
Okay,
You're kind
I
of saying
guess
things that I
I
didn't
guess y'all
say.
the only people who can speak.
No, it's not that. But you're kind of saying things that I didn't say like at all. Like I
But hold
open doors.
on.
Like my point is like you
I
should open
didn't
doors
say you
for
said it.
anybody.
You said again when you
Boom.
said about all these things mean nothing. Truthfully, the only reason you do it is because you feel your granny and them looking at you and that it's made up. You did say that. You
Well,
did
yeah,
say
I mean,
that. So I
for
don't know
women
what you're
Country
talking about.
orange.
I
I
was
mean,
responding
so
to
for
that point,
women
but go off.
specifically, but like if I see an old woman, if I see an old man, if I see
Wait.
a kid, I'll open the door for them. Like I do think that
Like,
is
so
a morally good thing to
you're
do.
a person
See,
that
that girl
views.
that you dating is not gonna be your
Hold on,
girlfriend talking
but
like
She's already
that.
she,
I
she,
can
she's
wait,
already see it.
she's on the
And now
same
I'll tell you
wave.
one
hold
thing,
She's
on,
taken
but
brother.
care of.
wait. Please, just
She's on
stop
the
for a
same
second.
wave.
Doom, hold on. Listen to my question, Doom. If you have a daughter, do you expect a young man to open doors and make sure she's on the opposite side of traffic?
I don't know.
Okay, so this is our issue, right? What is one of the biggest issues when it came to black communities that were built that got burned down? What was the biggest thing we lacked?
You tell me.
Protection. So if I'm with a group of men, right? and these are all black men, and you're telling me that you're the muscle of my community, and yet you do not instill in the next generation how they should be protecting their young women. This is why we have young black girls that are out here philandering and thinking that love is sleeping with someone more than it is having an in-depth conversation or just holding hands
But
or
what does that have to do with opening a door?
but because it's a level of protection. It's a
But
level.
you can't talk to someone and get to know them on an intimate level.
No. This is what I'm saying to you.
Even if you don't open doors, like I don't.
No, you definitely can, but you're
Right.
not listening to what I'm saying. That's why I said I don't think black men in particular in society today, because a black woman can get her own car fixed. If she's outside the road with a tire, she can call. I have a app that will send somebody out in less than 15 minutes to come change my tire.
That's right.
In every realm that I would quote unquote need a man to show up, I can pay for it. So
Right,
so
that's
now
right.
you put yourself in a position where you're not needed in a way that is physical beyond smacks, right? So then you have to ask yourself, what do you offer your community that will elevate it or help it? And it's how the next generation treats their community of women. It is how they're involved in these rooms with their women, right? And you said you don't see gender roles, which I'm not bothered by that at all, but I'm asking you, for your daughter, do you think it's important that young black men have a level of chivalry and protection for black women?
I think it's important that young black men have a certain level of respect for women, because you can be chivalrous and still not respect women at all. And I think that that's the issue. Like, just because you open doors or you walk on the side of the road for a woman doesn't mean that you necessarily respect them. You know what I mean? Like, chivalry does not equal
You're taking
respect.
it further than what I'm speaking on. I'm speaking on just basic things, right? That's basic. I could
Well,
have my own damn
right. You're
door.
asking me like a basic question, but I don't
Yeah,
think.
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it's like you're taking it further because I can open my own door, right? That's just showing how much that's a level of a man showing you how much he values you, right? Whether we want to address that or not, if we go on a date, and I'm saying just in general, you go on a date, to me, a norm for me is a man opening my door. He opens my door when I come out of my house and get in the car. He opens my door when we get to that restaurant. And he's going to open that door when we walk through. But that is something that is my level of paying attention to who I date and who I choose to pair myself with, right? That speaks to my choices and decisions. But I'm asking, like, when we look at how black girls and black women are treated in our community, when I ask that question, I'm asking because it speaks to how you have to address that one day your daughter could be at the end of the hand of where we're not teaching young men and young boys to respect or have any care for black women. That's all.
Yeah, I just don't see how. I just don't see how opening a door and walking on the side of the road shows that you care about a
This
woman.
is basic, and especially walk outside the road. That's the biggest thing.
Well, I mean, when's the last time? So, I mean, even though the reason why that came about, and I mean, I do personally.
That was a conversation 3 months ago.
Like, no, I know, but I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like, I just think that there are deeper ways to care for people, and I think it starts with respect. And like I said, like I think the point that I'm making overall is that you can be chivalrous all day and not respect women. So yes, if my daughter was dating a man and he respected her and he cared for her and he was a great partner, but he just simply didn't open the door all the time, no, I would not care.
No one said, see, that's the key right there. No one said all the time, one. Two, showing that we don't understand where okay.
But I just think that him opening a door.
I'm gonna ask you something like this. What size shoe do you wear?
13 and a half.
Okay, so if I went and got you some 15s, would you be mad that they don't fit?
No, I would just be like, these aren't the right size. I'll just go take them back.
But would you wear them?
No.
There's no take back. So why wouldn't you wear them?
I can't wear 13. I can't wear 15s too.
Why not?
Because I'm gonna be creasing my shit. I can't walk around with that.
Okay, so you see the problem there? I'm telling you that there are different shoes that we all wear, and some things don't fit. So if we're trying to understand our community, and one of the biggest issues that we truly do have is protection, and we're not teaching our young men to protect and to actually care about their women in their group, whether she's your cousin, sister, or someone that you're sexually, but intimately involved with, that says something in the smallest degree.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Like, I mean, I do agree that
You disagree with it because you just said you ain't opening no door.
I do agree that everybody should, be a protector is the best way that they can. You know, I think that may manifest differently by person to person, but everyone should strive to protect their community, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever.
goodness.
I mean, it's I don't know. Like I don't understand what's wrong with that.
Are you
But
double minded?
Can I
That's
get in
why.
here? Can I get in here?
I'm what? I'm what,
Can
Destiny?
I
Hey,
yeah,
get?
walking.
walk in. Go ahead.
I think you're missing the point, guy next to me, Doomscroll. She's talking about fundamental. Fundamental meaning like the foundation of just let's start off with the basic way you treat a woman, basic way you protect, basic way you basically are a leader. Fundamentals. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's and then we build from there, and then we say, okay, now, you are the leader of your home, and then you're the leader in your community, and then you see what I'm saying, and kind of builds. You don't start off with
Absolutely,
telling
absolutely.
somebody they're responsible for everything. You tell them you're responsible for, okay. When we were children, the way it used to work, even my brothers, they would walk on the outside of the street. That was just what it was. Whether it was, and it could be three or four of us girls with them, or it could be one girl with her. It could be an older sister with her, but they would always walk on the outside street because they were considered the boy. So that's preparing them for manhood, for being able.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, I mean, but I
Yeah,
just think that
so
I think for me, I just think that's a low bar in terms of
it's not
fundamental.
low bar. It's not low bar. It's fundamental. It's like this.
Well, yeah, I just think that the
We
bar should be
start this.
higher
We're
for
starting
fundamentals.
somewhere. This is where we start.